Hi guys! First time we try live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time while recording on the camera, so our eyes just might switch all around the place. I present you the incredible Maya. You can say your last name because it's kind of complicated for me.
Maya Oka-Pregel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pregel, it's so kind of French, huh?
Dutch.
Dutch? Oh my god. We are at the Apollo Physical Center Therapy at the moment, physical therapy, in Ottawa. She's working here. Mm-hmm. You're a registered massage therapist.
That's correct.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's my base at first before I get into. I received my neuro sorcerer certification. We can say that. So we're having tons of fun here. So I want to present her to you guys since she's really cool. She's a nice human being, and we really enjoy. I think have therapists with that are funny and present and and nice. So that's it. Hello.
Hi.
That's cool. So some people are around the place.
That's awesome.
That's different. Okay, so let's talk about you a bit. What bring you into massage therapy?
I started off as a yoga instructor years ago and was really frustrated by not being able to. I wanted to be able to help people more than what I was doing, and I felt like I didn't have enough knowledge. So that's when I started looking for something else, and that's when I got into massage therapy. And it was instant, like love at first touch, I guess.
Love at first touch.
Love at first touch.
Well said.
And then I started taking courses after that because I felt like the massage therapy courses just barely scratched the surface on what was possible with the body, human body, and mind.
Yep. All right. I want to show my arms, you know. We're a muscle massage therapists. Okay, good. Really cool. You said something funny about yoga. You didn't feel you know much while doing yoga, and I know a lot of people doing yoga and having yoga teacher, and sometimes they don't get trained in anatomy.
Yeah, the anatomy training wasn't that in depth, and I felt like it was irresponsible of me to practice with people's bodies without more knowledge. So.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Still, the yoga is one of the most amazing thing you can do for your brain as well. It work on the frontal lobe a lot since you got you're not falling into your posture when you do a yoga pose. Yeah. You got to be long, straight. Yeah. Think about your breathing. Think about everything, and that's super complicated. That's pretty good. They even integrate sometimes eyes exercise.
Yeah. And breath exercises.
Yeah. Breath exercise, super good. I do. It's like almost. We can say it's not the hatha with what's the fire breathing. Sorry. I'm not a yoga artist. We can say. I do some fire breathing in the shower and stuff like that just before.
Gives lots of energy.
Yeah, I'm into Wim Hof a bit at the moment, so I'm trying those kind of stuff before the cold shower. Oh, super fun. So I love cold shower. So I'm working that. So it's how long is the course here in Ontario for
massage therapy is a 3-year course.
3 year.
Yeah, 3-year course. I did a condensed program though, so it took me about 1.5 years. But it's 3 years squeezed into 1.5 years. Yeah.
So how many hours finally for your certificate?
Oh god, I don't even
remember.
I don't remember.
2,000?
Something. I think it's a little bit more than that.
More than 2,500.
Something. I don't know.
That's cow as hell.
It was a lot of school.
Wow, that's imagine I did practitioner and massage therapy was 400 hours only with the anatomy course inside of it. So that's another world. With that, you can practice in Quebec actually. Now for giving massage receipt, you need 1,000 hours, something like that. Yeah. So the quality must be better here. For if there's some people around Gatineau or some people around here Ottawa, come here. Maybe you have a better massage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I got a test
with me for sure. You have to come and see me.
Exactly. Hello. That was actually your turn on the table today with me. Yeah. So we did some funky stuff. Want to talk about it a bit?
Sure. Yeah. What do you want to do?
What we did first, we fixed the posture.
Yeah, first we looked at postural. We fixed it actually.
Yep.
Yeah, there was rotation and arm length.
Hi Nick. Hi Maya.
Hi.
From Melissa.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, you had some problem there, but at first you have the lambdo reflex, not the proper actually. So a kind of problem of communication coming from the brainstem, from the reflex integrated between the upper, lower body, or front rear of the body. And she told me she's always on the heel most of the time.
Yeah.
She did some. You did some sports younger.
Yeah, I played rugby and soccer a lot. Yeah.
Got strong shoulder.
Yeah.
So rugby, and she's pretty strong on her feet. Trust me, I tested her. So we were 20 guy pushing on her, and we all break our back.
Not that bad.
Rugby for women is badass.
Yeah.
No, seriously, she's strong on her feet. Didn't have anything going on with the sublayer neurological subactivation system. Sorry, I'm translating different
language.
Different trade. Sup, hey Moose. How come no volume? Why is that? Don't hear me? Maybe you got to raise your own volume? Can you hear now? Hear?
Melissa heard us, for sure.
Yeah, it work on it work here, but in Instagram doesn't seem to work. So people just enjoy our beauty, natural beauty, with no makeup. Excellent. Okay, so she was strong on her feet. After we didn't do the reflex correction right now, since we need to fix the rest before. I only correct the reflex at first when it's fear paralysis reflex and moral reflex, as I told it often. But her feet were completely messed up. How many central part wasn't you feeling? 5 over
6. Yeah.
That's pretty nice. It's like having a car with 6 tires and she had 5 flat. So she's taking the road every day with her feet and say, I don't know what's going on. So I said, look, she had some neck rotation issues. I said, okay, let's sit down and test back the neck, and the neck was way better when she seated. So some people got neck issues, but just don't realize it come from the feet. So that's a good test to do. Test it, come up. No, it won't be working with the camera, but if you test your neck rotation, fix a certain point, check where you can look at. If you turn on the side, and it's better when you're seated than staying up. Might check your feet, guys, because the feet gonna mess up the entire line, and actually go to your jaw as well. So we had to work on the jaw. Now she can do a super split.
Yeah, basically.
Way more flexible. we tested actually the flexibility, and you were way better.
Yeah.
If we want to do the split live in front of billions of people watching at the moment, that's fine. So okay, cool. Hey, I'm happy if you can understand. Thank you for the volume. So it was Mustafa. Mustafa, sometimes he's a weird guy, So what we did after we fixed... Oh, we find something with the high saccade.
Yeah.
Eyes she was having issues with her 5th quadrant. The thing that we learned in the... Okay, thanks, Jan. Having something with the 5th quadrant, so maybe something in her life. Sometimes we can do relation, not all the time, but sometimes something right in front of you may cause some trouble. Right?
Yeah, need to make some decisions about life.
Yeah, so it was straight on point.
Yeah, it was on point.
Okay, we won't talk about it since it's privacy. And it's not because she can do split that you get to know about it. Okay. So she work a lot. You work at 2 places. So,
I have 3 jobs.
Yeah. So 3 jobs. Why is that?
I have my own clinic too. Yeah.
What you doing here?
I'm here a couple days a week, and I'm in my own clinic 5 days a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a warrior.
Yeah. And the restaurant.
Okay, so well, Apollo, that's it here at the Apollo because it's so fun. We need to.
It's super fun.
Yeah, we get a great crowd.
Yeah,
it's even better since I'm here.
It's true.
You can do stupid things.
It's much more. It's more interesting for sure.
Much more interesting. So you took the level 1 course with the first time you met me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a few weeks ago before the boss here said, "Come work here, please."
Yeah.
It was fun. So
super interesting. Oh, it was pretty much mind-blowing. I mean, the whole thing was, it's still hard to put words to it, but it's really, I don't know, it feels like I'm able to connect so many more things and everything makes so much more sense. And when when dealing with people's bodies, I start looking for completely different things now. I'm not looking at muscles and just fascia and all that stuff. I'm really asking completely different questions and asking the body different questions. And I'm seeing different changes in people, like much faster instant change in people's tissue, but just by doing some neuro work or just by doing the feet, it's really
that's big massive starting points now in therapy. I think that's why I work
I don't
with
even start with people until I I don't even start touching people until I test them now.
You deserve a high five.
Yeah. Awesome.
Excellent. Because if you don't start with the base, you're gonna work on the adaptation.
Yeah.
It's all the time. So people got pain, true, but pain's coming from where? And it looked like our two most powerful sensory input come from our eyes and feet, and they are all at the extremities of the body. There's no joints after the feet and no joint over the eyes neither. So we get to fix those guys. So the body's gonna reposition itself in a proper manner, and in that way every muscle is going to be more coordinated, the spine is going to be better, there's going to have less tension everywhere, so it's going to be more fabulous.
It's amazing.
So I'm pretty impressed about all the hours you train in massage therapy. What can you learn instead of just because anatomy, instead, maybe you have learned a deeper anatomy part than us. I don't know where you're going.
We did learn a lot. We learned a lot of. You mean in my course? In we learned a lot of neuro. We did learn, but not practical neuro stuff. We learned definitely a lot of anatomy and the systems, the internal systems. We do a lot of hands-on hours. So in the community, all over. So it was
touch me. Oh my God, it's not like in Quebec. You can feel the difference right away. Instantly.
It's like magic.
Yeah.
But I didn't learn that in school.
I'm fainting. Guys, if you're all around, register on our Facebook page. Please come around. If you're in YouTube, Instagram, whatever, what caption you are at the moment, what platform, register if you want to have some videos, interact with us. It's super cool, and we love you guys. I just gonna say it. So since you people are there, we are at the Apollo Physical Therapy Centers in Ottawa. It's truly an amazing place here.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really really great.
The staff is really high level. We got chiropractor here, amazing chiropractor guy. We got physiotherapists. We got super high level massage therapists as well. And now we're almost 10 people here. I've been trained in neurotherapy, my level 1. So it's getting pretty.
It's getting exciting.
Yeah. So we're gonna put some more stuff in. So we're gonna give some more course in English here, maybe level 2 or sensory motor rehabilitation. Or another stuff that I won't tell you. I will tell you after the video because it's a surprise. But that's amazing. So to come back to you, we find some two stuff actually going on: a meridian and a chakra as well. So tons of energy, vital body stuff going on. I want to maybe open that door for the people who don't know me, who are not used with those kind of stuff. It's said in integrative medicine that there is 5 body we can work on. I'm not able to work on the 5th one myself, but it's gonna be called the bliss body. It's the infinity, the whatever. After there's the supramental. That's the place where we got intuition. Okay, I'm with you. I can feel there's something. It's over the analytic mode. It's just some stuff coming in my brain, and I know I'm in the zone. And actually, I can almost know what was going on. It's when you are in when you master your tools and you're getting over your tools. Hey, salut Sadio, mon prof de percussion. Okay. So that's a funky place to work. After there's the three body that I'm specialized with. It's the mental. The mental body is going to be the third one. Okay, the mental is all the processing of your thought, touch and thought. Okay, it's gonna be all your mental process, the way you what you think in your brain in during the day, what's going on in your brain, because yes, your body do get a seated position, upright position, rotation, whatever your jobs cause to your body, but what's running in your brain affect the entire biochemistry of your system, as well as the perception is okay. Let's do an exercise together. Okay, let's do it with me. Okay, if you think about your left foot now, think about it. Close your eyes if it helps you. Think about your left foot. You might feel your left foot tingling or getting warmer, or something might happen. Can you feel it? That's amazing. Okay, so where your thought goes, energy flows. Okay, so that's if you felt it, somebody's not happy. I think he's the wrong button. Change the button. You're supposed to be happy. We're all love and happiness here. Or it's a massage therapist from Quebec, frustrated that we say maybe sorry.
You said it. I didn't say it.
No, that's my fault. That's always my fault. I got a large shoulder to take a lot of oppression over me. Okay. And she's a rugby girl, so everything's fine. Okay, so some people just hit the right button, but I still feel pain in my heart. Can please somebody put some love in the hearts? At the moment, I feel pain and sadness inside of me. My heart chakra is not doing good. Okay, so so we're talking about mental. Okay, if I think I'm not happy here, I hate that job, I hate that stuff, I'm gonna create bad biochemistry. I'm gonna create some stuff. Thank you for the hearts. It's changed now. It's a laughing person. Yeah, thank you. Okay, my mind is gonna switch, and the energy I'm feeling is gonna change as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go there quick. Mental. Vital body is gonna be the energy. Okay, so we know about chakras, we know about meridian. Okay, some people are not. I was not a big fan of chakra style, because I was my belief system was that chakra was like esoteric people with not much knowledge in the human body, and I was like, okay. Example, you talk about yoga. Some people of yoga talk about chakra, but they don't learn physiology. So basically, they pretend that's belief system. That's they don't have any studies about it or stuff about it. So I was judging them. Maybe I don't know. We're all judged because we compare. So I wasn't sure about those systems. But people don't judge meridian. So people are getting used now with the fact that there is acupuncture out there. People that study traditional Chinese medicine, and there's meridian line in the body. Sadly, it's just mostly used sorry, it's just mostly used in hospital and stuff like that for the endocrine effect over the endorphin. So it's not just again pain. It's supposed to be a complex system of balance between the elements in the body, emotion stuff, structural stuff. It's supposed to be a complete system by itself. So reduce it. For some studies, those again did against pain. So okay, but what we don't have here is an order for Ayurveda therapists. So we don't, all those people that talk about the Vita, Pita, Kappa, and all the stuff, they don't exist. So if there's no order, there's no school about it, it don't exist, and it's like snake oil seller, we can say. What's the name? Des charlatans?
I don't know.
Well, people that sell disinformation and stuff like that. So it's not real. It's not evidence based. So it don't exist. Okay. So one day, if those guys come and build an order here, we're gonna talk about Kappa and Vita and all the stuff, and gonna talk about the chakras. I do believe in my doctorate in integrative medicine, and I'm almost done with. We talk a lot about those systems. Since there are devices now, there are built that can see the energy field of the body, and they did some subclinical studies about it, and that's pretty interesting. So in our case, we look out for some imbalances of the. We find some stomach meridian issues. Yep. I don't know if you want to talk about it a bit, or we close the subject.
Sure, the stomach meridian.
The contentment. You were.
Oh yes, yeah.
So the mental process can affect the energy. Okay, think about example. I'm meeting her and I'm happy. We're two expressive people. I'm super happy. So when I met her, I feel something shiny, beautiful crossing through my heart, and say, "Wow, I'm gonna work with that girl." Yeah. So I was feeling what they're gonna see in integrative medicine is or Ayurveda medicine was the movement of the energy. Mental move. I was happy, something great was coming, and I was feeling the movement of the energy of my heart chakra going to my physical heart chakra. So they pretend that the physical structure of the body is a manifestation in the physical dimension of energy. So when your thoughts goes, energy flows. So it's exactly, I was manifesting my heart.
Yeah.
Okay. But when she go away, like in a couple of minutes, my heart's gonna get out of my own body and I'm gonna feel pain and sadness. But instead I'm gonna try to remember and say, hey, see you next time.
Back in 2 days.
So, but officially if she die, if she die, I'm gonna feel something, okay? So that's movement that we feel of energy. We don't see the chakra in the physical reality, since the physical reality is based on the electromagnetic spectrum, which is tiny little bar made of 7 color, the 7 color of the rainbow. Example, 7 chakra, 7 note in a scale in music, and the rest infrared, ultraviolet, and everything. It's what we can measure with device, but it goes beyond infinity, as we say. So, if my perception is only relying on that perception of reality, since my sense can only feel those. It's like pretending there's no UV, pretending there's no infrared, pretending there's no nothing. So I can see now the bandwidth coming to my cell phone and the data going in and out, but it's happening. It's there since some device measure it and tell it to us. Mm-hmm. And of course you're there in front of me and you see me. Yeah. So that's kind of stuff that I'm pretty interested. In our case, we found something about the
contentment,
the tranquility. She was stressed about some situation in her life.
Work stress.
And as well, there was a correlation with the eye. It was funny.
Yeah.
I told it, he says, maybe sometime what's in the center quadrant, there's something going on. The energy was correlating. And some muscle we're having difficulties we're lacking of energy. In traditional medicine, we're going to talk about an emptiness or a full and empty. How you
being fulfilled or feeling empty.
Yeah, but for the meridian, we want to appeler ça un vide ou un excès. An excess or a vide, like an emptiness. A lack of energy. Okay, let's go with it. So there we go. So we find the correlation, and she were not tranquil.
Yeah.
Okay,
not
so
at all.
stress, so maybe an excess of energy there, because something was stacking there. Okay. So we find a solution to help her with it, and as well we go further a bit there, and we find something about the sex chakra.
Oh yeah.
So I made her listen some Shakira, which was better after this. Shake your hips, shake your hips. No, okay, no, some use of orange lens was great to enhance that frequency of the chakra, since chakra or frequency, in fact. Frequency correlated with colors and with emotion and with some stuff. When you work with those, when you don't know, don't yell at me if you don't know. Okay, come here, test and validate. I'm gonna show you the science behind, and after, if you're not convinced, get a job, buddy. No, man, I do appreciate. I'm pretty good to convince people.
Yeah.
When you show all the muscle reactivating, all the joints going back in place, and you say the emotion, the correlation with the reality of the person. That's pretty cool. But I work with a large spectrum of symptom and stuff. I mostly check everything. I don't pretend. You got that. I prefer to do everything in the system, and after we got a clearer vision of the thing. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. That was a long run. That's your time. I give you the.
Thank you.
So what's up, Maya? Talk us about you.
About me.
Oh, for how long have you been doing?
I graduated back in 2013, so 7-ish years. In that time,
you survived the first 5 years.
I know,
Yeah,
and
so
I feel great.
Done. You're done.
Yeah. So normally, I mean, people don't always last past 5 years, so it's pretty good. Pretty good.
There's some people passing through the first year, and after you see the survivor go into the 5 years, and after, and you get an old F like me. And it's when you
I mean, it's for the long haul.
Stuff. Yeah. It's a vocation.
Yeah, it's great. So and through the whole process, I've been taking lots of courses and studying all sorts of things. I don't think I ever stop learning. It's awesome. It's
you
great.
don't have to stop learning.
No, it's awesome.
You got a bit together. You can put some stuff here.
I know. Look, there's so much
in the arm and the legs and the feet.
Yeah, I've worked in lots of different types of clinics. I've worked with everything from, athletes to elderly to babies to, pretty much everything.
Babies.
Yeah.
People bring their babies and give a massage to their baby.
It was, massage or a little bit of craniosacral work.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, sometimes there's a little bit, there have been issues, especially in newborns, there's some latch issues and all sorts of different things. So, it's been definitely been interesting. It's not the main population I work with, but it definitely has been interesting.
So some people, is that because they had specific trouble with their babies usually?
So sometimes there's been birthing trauma. So there's been, either use of forceps or vacuum or all sorts of different things. Or there's sometimes, babies, they descend in the canals too slowly, and then there's, misshape in the head or like a kink in the neck or, all sorts of different things. Babies that have then been, sometimes taken away from mom really quickly because there's been breathing issues or that kind of stuff. So sometimes there can be a series of different problems. And then, I haven't done any neuro work with the babies yet, but I bet you there's some stuff to do.
You can test the mom and make the baby, have the baby hold by the mom.
I'm excited
Since we're our bioelectric being, can transfer stuff pretty well. Remember in the course when we were trying stuff in the water, you were there that day?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that's freaky.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's when you realize the way I present the course, and I'm gonna challenge your belief system. And
your brain is gonna go.
Okay,
it's amazing.
Because some people see it from outside that it's like a sorcery or some stuff. No, it's just neural-based physics and stuff like that. But I can prove what I'm showing.
Yeah.
So that's the fun part, because that's all. People with a master or a doctorate, it's not people easily. Say example. I got to reset that cam first. Here. Okay. Hello. Okay. Some people, my goal is to have I love to have more trainer in my course, because trainers got they can see the functional movement of the people, but they're less trained in those kind of physiology and stuff like that. So they can see people moving. They got an attractive clientele.
The client base.
It's cool because you can attract more athlete in your room. Your room, I mean, your clinic. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad for your reputation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Maya, no, don't ever try.
No,
okay.
Don't do it.
Okay. Come back. Those guys promote themselves a lot as well. Athlete, they're not stuck in orders. And I see when I'm teaching in France, the therapists don't have the right to promote themselves, and it's kind of complicated. Even if you got 3,000 students, they can promote your job. They can promote your school. So it's going way longer. So the best for some school, it's to grab some trainers and stuff like that, because those guys are doing content every time. They're creating a buzz all the time, doing before after pick all the time. So that's good to have them. But what I want to say, those guys are easily impressed with some neurotechnic stuff, because they don't know nothing about physiology. So that's why my challenge for me is to prove that the neurotherapy is amazing to high-level therapists, people that have studied physiology and hands-on technique and stuff like that, so they can realize that, it's saving us time, it's working. So that's why I got many doctors now in chiros.
It's much more efficient.
Yeah.
Way to treat somebody.
Yeah. So everything's good. I was challenging all the guys in the room every time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Mr. PT, come here, test. So my point is to make them realize that it's working for real, and it's gonna. The point is not to tell them that their job is not working, because they do an amazing work.
Yeah.
I'm not the guy in traumatology. If you have a car accident, you come with me with an half a arm and bloody work. It's not my job. No. Okay, the PT is gonna be a crazy job with them. That's their job. They're used with traumatology and stuff like that. My job is to do the after part, or the before part, okay, to avoid the accident, okay, to train the body so it resists better to all those stuff, or to treat after what's going on, because once the muscle are back on track, all the neurology behind it might be fucked. So that's our job here. So that's about it. Where did you learn the cranial stuff? Was that in your base course?
No, not in the base course. I took extra courses for that. So I've traveled to Toronto, and some things come through Ottawa, but mostly to Toronto to take different courses.
Okay.
I studied with Steve Murado.
He give you some private lessons?
No, not private.
Oh, you explained to me.
I did the ANF courses with Steve and and
Lizanne? No.
Lizanne was there too. She's still here.
I've been doing his course too with Steve, ANF in Toronto, actually.
Which one? The
level 1 and 2.
With ANF? Okay.
I did the missing link too, of course.
Yeah.
But me and Steve, that's a long love story,
Yeah.
So I train him privately too. So
that's awesome.
So it was the first time that
and I get to learn from both of you.
Yeah, that's the best part. He's pretty good in the energy stuff as well.
Yeah,
he's something
awesome.
In that. But that's the purpose. Find a mentor, guys. Find somebody that can teach you new stuff. Forget your judgment. Forget your ego. The point is not. I don't want somebody else better than me that exists, guys. There's a guy hidden somewhere in China that is better than everyone together. The point is to help the people, okay? Help people. You got to exchange. If you're the kind of therapist stuck in ego, you're getting out of your heart. You're going back in your the solar plexus, the ego, the reflection, the bad stuff is going on there. We want to be near our heart for therapy because that's where the magic goes. You connect with people. You connect with people with the heart, not with the head, not with the sexual part neither. Connect with the heart. You can, but it won't help you in the therapeutic point of view. Connect with people, feel them, empathy, and after heal them.
Yeah.
Well, if you have the right, if you're a doctor or God, you get the right to heal. It's like that in Quebec. I don't know here.
Probably.
Don't heal them too much. Okay?
No.
Leave some stuff for the doctor.
Support them to heal themselves.
Yes. But actually, it's that because all the healing mechanisms are in the body.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to find a proper treatment that help the person going back into the track of homeostasis, and that's exactly what we do in clinic. We find what create the imbalance, we fix the imbalance, you're going in homeostasis, and that's it. I made her test the new technology we're trying to bring in class. Okay,
it was
don't
cool.
think about it, but that's just gonna destroy
it's
everything.
Super awesome.
Yeah. So you're gonna see about it soon. You might come in Québec.
Yeah.
Ouais. Est-ce que tu peux parler français?
Ouais, je peux parler français aussi.
Ouais.
Ouais.
Why is that?
Parce que mon père, il vient d'Algérie.
Ah, je savais pas.
Ouais. Alors, pour communiquer avec la famille, il fallait qu'on parle français.
Boom!
Boom.
Vous attendez pas à ça, hein? Je savais pas que t'étais algérienne à moitié.
Ah ouais, à moitié.
Ok. That's what made those eyes. Yeah.
Ouais, c'est ça. Yeah.
Cool. Tu parles-tu un peu arabe?
Non, je suis.
Ok.
I understand a little.
Ouais,
pas trop. Pas du tout.
Excellent. That's cute. So, for how long have you been into Ontario?
I moved here about 9 years ago, maybe. I was living in the United States before. I know.
Where's that?
I don't know. Somewhere south of here, I think. Yeah. No, I lived in Washington D.C.
Oh, you were young.
Yeah. Well, until I was 19. Or 20,
oh.
21?
So
no,
you
I was
don't
21.
remember
21.
the place? You don't want to remember
21.
the place?
No, I was in Washington, D.C. and Atlanta, Georgia.
Ah.
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia more recently.
Okay.
And then I moved here when I was about 21. So, 9 years ago.
Prefer here?
Except for the winter. Everything else I prefer.
Yeah?
But the...
Why? What?
What winter?
Yeah, might have some American guys.
Oh yeah, no, it's really cold.
We want to make them come.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it's great in the summer. Just come in the summertime. Yeah.
Summertime is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
But actually, Ottawa is beautiful.
Yeah, Ottawa is beautiful.
The Parliament and everything.
Well, also on the Quebec side, all the skiing and the Gatineau Park, and yeah, it's spectacular. There's lots of great stuff here.
Quebec is great.
I didn't plan to move here, but I never left. So.
Well, yeah, because of a boy.
No, it wasn't a boy.
A girl.
No, neither.
Okay.
My family.
Oh, your family is there?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, most of the family. Yeah.
So did they come to United States too?
Yeah, my mom worked for Foreign Affairs, so we moved every sort of 2 to 4 years growing up, and then.
Okay. Yo, Fred.
Yeah, and then I had a green card, and I stayed down there for a while.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, tell me about one case that you had in your life that you felt like you were unable to help her. You feel like that kind of distress that every therapist feel one time said, I got to train myself to know more.
Yeah. God, there was a couple of them. I had I had one client who had been in a very serious car accident, and had head trauma from it, and she had concussion and then post-concussion syndrome, and then she re-injured by slipping on the ice and hitting her head, and every time we took 2 steps forward, it was like 5 steps back, and it was then 1 step forward and then 3 steps back, and
wow.
Yeah, it was so frustrating.
We're not respecting the nervous system for sure.
Well, for sure, I don't think I was even really addressing some of the...
trained.
I hadn't taken my course with you yet, yeah. So, it was in that, instance that I realized how important the neuro stuff was and how little I knew about it. And it was so frustrating to see that. So as soon as I heard about your neuro course, I was like, I gotta take it. I gotta be there. This is exciting. Yeah.
that clinic is kind of specialized over trauma and stuff
this
like
one
that.
here.
Yeah. Because that's pretty cool. We got a neuro tracker in front here.
Yeah.
We got
the Pons machine.
A Pons machine.
The Pons. I don't know.
That's cool because that's a brainstem part.
Yeah.
The Pons.
It's called Pons.
Anyways, it's called. I get to show me the Pons. Show me your Pons.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Okay, cool. I got to see it. I hate machine actually because machine does general stuff, and I want my treatment to be super specific. But for people not trained at one machine and stuff like that, I prefer them to do general stuff. It's better than nothing, because if you don't train in neurology, basically you don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And they do some special circuits here around for
the concussion circuit.
Concussion circuits.
Yeah.
That's cool. If you guys are all around Ottawa, it's close from Quebec. Have a look here. They got some great specialists here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it worked with Quebec Insurance. Some company
I think
does.
it does. I mean, I'm pretty sure most of it does.
Yep.
Yeah, the chiro and the massage should both be covered on both sides of the border.
Can come see me here now because I don't work in Quebec anymore. Cool. And okay, you told me there was a lot. I want a second one. I want a second case.
Just a second.
Hey, by the way, people, like, share, and join our social medias. I don't know if you're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Join, share, and come up at Apollo. Have an appointment with Maya. She's awesome.
Thanks.
And she smells good.
Thanks. Most of the time.
So good.
Thanks. What did you ask me?
A second case that was complicated. I distort your talks.
Oh, so somebody who I was seeing here before and then after I took your course, we started doing very different things. So somebody who had also a car accident, but had no head trauma. It was a leg injury. A bone that was broken in several places, and then the hospital, he went back complaining of pain after the surgery. There's pins, plates, screws. He went back complaining of pain. The hospital ignored him, thought he was just looking for medication, sent him away 3 times. Finally, they found that there was a huge bone infection. They had to reopen the whole leg. Somebody who's...
Happened, so he was there.
Well,
so that's an important point. Sorry, I want to tell it before you, because I'm gonna lost it. I can write now. If you crack one of your bone, okay, you get something to one of your bone, do it. Okay, my finger here, and here. Okay, I got an open fracture. Okay, my finger open, the skin open. It was like a sausage, too heat. It boiled sausage. We're spending too much time in the water. Everything crack out, and the bone crack under it. And I had a scan. With no scan, you don't know it. So if the bone is crack under it, can have something la moelle, the marrow.
Yeah, the marrow.
Marrow, okay, can get infected with the blood and the liquids, and that's super bad. So maybe that's something like that can happen, and you got an infection after of your blood. So it's pretty bad, guys.
It's really serious. Yeah.
So
I mean, it was I remember the first time he came in to see me, we looked at a bunch of different things, but I remember I put my hands on him the first time, and it was like he had been seeing somebody else for a while, but it was like he almost started to cry because I don't think he'd ever been touched that way, right? Like
that's the magic Maya hands.
And so that was already a huge thing that shifted. The treatments, he was more positive. He was thinking really positively. Before, he had threatened to cut off his leg. He was not in a good headspace. He was aggressive. And then when we started working together, things really changed. He was really positive, but I still wasn't seeing the kind of progress I wanted to see in the amount of time. But his mindset changed a lot. He was walking better.
That's perfect.
And everything. And then I took your course. And then I started looking at him completely differently. And we looked at all the tattoos and the scars and his surgical stuff. And we started to work on that. I had him work on his feet. And I feel like I have a different client.
Wow.
Like, completely different client. Like, he walks in, he doesn't limp in. He's not using his cane anymore. His pain levels are half of what they used to be. He's not in chronic pain all the time. He actually has moments where he doesn't have pain. His medications have dropped. I'm getting goosebumps because it's so exciting. Powerful. Yeah.
And you work on the inner ear and eyes?
We worked on the inner ear and the eyes. He was so excited by the foot stuff. Yeah. He's like, where do I buy this thing? I was like, here have this one. So
we got some at the clinic. We got some on the site. We got even a new model is coming this week or next week maximum. The number 3, in fact, the 3.0 with a grip inside the handle. That's a magnificent piece of art. So so
we're seeing some progress, which is awesome. Yeah,
that's awesome. You have some other customers that you were treating often. You have the right to say treating here?
Yeah, treating. Yeah, I was treating. Yeah, we treat people. We just don't. Well, we don't fix people. I don't know. We treat them though.
You don't have the right to treat in Quebec.
Really?
We apply.
Seriously?
Health. No, we don't have the right to say health neither. On applique un soin.
A treatment?
No. Yeah, I know. It's weird. C'est bizarre.
Who else have I been working with? I have a client, who I've been working with since the neuro. I see her every week, and since we started doing the neuro work, it's the same thing. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Like the progress has been so much faster. Her body's feeling so much better. She has more energy. Like there's just, I can't say enough. Good. Yeah.
Do you not recommend somebody to come do our course?
Never. I recommend that everybody takes it. Like it's awesome, and I can't wait to take the rest of them. Like there's, I'm excited. It's gonna be good.
Well, it's time to eat, darling.
Okay.
It was an honor to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
And let's go for the next course and come see us at Apollo. Share the video. Yep. Go on subscribe on the social medias, French, English. We got tons of video and articles coming down. Have fun, guys.
Yeah.
And we love you, and we wait you at Apollo with Maya Oka-Pregel. Super German name.
Yeah.
From Algeria.
And Holland.
I'm confused. Okay, bye.
Bye.
One